Alien broadcasts video games with real guns that traditionally shooters have been mounted in vehicle. Turrets during convoys which expose themselves to blast fire and make them the most vulnerable crew members in Rolo vehicles. But now the US military is accepting a weapons technology known as stations. A common remotely operated weapon allows the shooter to be safely seated in a protected position. They could still get a 360-degree view by crossing the turret. The Kansas is a large hunk of steel mounted on top of a vehicle equipped with a daytime video camera, a thermal imager for night operations, and a 360-degree rotating laser rangefinder viewing up to 1,500 meters. Are equipped with a fully integrated fire control system, providing ballistic correction. Crows rather expensive at $190,000 per system. Although expensive to maintain, asset number one we are protected is our soldiers, bringing our brothers and sisters home at the end of their deployment, Whitaker said. The system feels like a video game, which eliminates the thunderous recoil of the gunners, although it can still be heard and felt from above the vehicle. Gunners control the crows using the joystick while looking at the small screen surrounded by buttons and switches that look on the screen like the real thing. The operation is very simple, and the screen has a digital crosshair to aim, and after calibration the crow is estimated to have an accuracy level of 95, which absorbs about 80% of the recoil, brings the weapon back to the target more quickly. After each burst fire, gunners can aim and see, control the crow manually, but also have the tracking ability to stay with an advancing target up to 25 miles per hour while moving behind an object. Incredible, it's very accurate to its core, says U.S. Army Reserve Military Police Soldier Specialist Ethan Moe with the 800th Military Police Company, Little Rock, Arkansas. Almost every time you pull the trigger back to the same place, stabilization allows you to shoot on the move. Thermal high. Mega view at night. Temperature. Easily select target. Tracking. Waiting for all that too. Even if the vehicle the shooter moves across rough terrain, the crow remains perfectly stable and on target. Before, when you were in a ditch, hatch, if the truck bounced, you were everywhere, hard to defend. Good target. I couldn't see anything. This meant crows not only made warfighting safer for American soldiers but deadlier against enemies. The first soldiers to receive the Raven in the Army were the Infantry Combat Team and the Stryker Brigade. The system is so versatile that it can be installed on almost any vehicle with a large truck, along with the Humvee turret, such as the tactical vehicle, the Stryker armored fighting vehicle, MRAP explosion-proof tank vehicle, main combat Abram military ship, and more. It is also compatible with M250 caliber machine guns, Mark 19 automatic grenade launchers, M240 rifles, and M249 squad automatic weapons equipped with large ammunition boxes capable of incorporating large amounts of firepower into weapons. 96 rounds for Mark 19, 400 rounds for M2, 1000 turns for M240, and 1600. Put the advice for the M249. It's the many rounds you can put, the range that will improve the accuracy of the way we fight, will reduce the number of casualties, i.e. soldiers take it, will increase the accuracy we find the enemy, said Archeo Gillespie, fielding manager for materials fielding and team training for tanks automotive command. The crows allows safer ride by allowing the gunner to sit inside the vehicle, preventing potential casualties in a vehicle rollover. Thrown from the turret when his vehicle hit an improvised explosive device reminiscent of the Baltimore native Muratski. Now if the vehicle rolls over, he gunner will not be run over or ejected from the vehicle, of course by wearing a seat belt with the gunner protected from the rollover. The shooter can focus on eliminating enemy targets. Crow M101 first supplier for the Raven program was the Recon Optical with their Raven as part of the first Crow contract. The Raven Recon Optical Raven R400 fielded in 2004 in Iraq, employed by the military police operations officer with headquarters and company headquarters, 2nd Stryker Brigade, 4th Infantry Division Combat Team. We took the opportunity to fire 12 javelins today, which would bring 6 crews across the brigade to 5 before mounting the J-Crow on the FGM 148 javelin attackers, designed to fire shoulder by a dismounted soldier. We have the ability to fire about 100 unloaded javelins during a training mission. Anything, or if we're going to be deployed, pogue, said the addition of the crows that Jay gave us double that makes this very lethal in the anti-tank round. We are now the deadliest force. There are specialists like Jarhead Vermes with 3rd Squadron 3rd Cavalry Regiment 61. We are ready for whatever our country needs. A foreign version of the Crow's 2 weapon system has been developed and used by the US Navy on the Mark V patrol ships, which allows the ship to engage fast boats piloted by suicide bombers at greater ranges. Gyro stabilization is critical for weapons carried by small craft battered by waves while moving at high speed, and Navy service Crow 2, referred to as the Mark 50 weapon system equipped with enhanced sea armor. Navy domination will be achieved over opposing forces on interceptors on board. The small sea patrol serves as the main armament on the ship, providing self-defense and increase ed capability to counter asymmetric threats while at sea or in port. In a release distributed earlier this spring, Mr. Rune Johansson, Vice President of Business Development, said the Protector marinized version of the M153 Raven is a platform that takes all the lessons from years of combat service in Iraq and Afghanistan with ground troops and brings them to the US Navy system upgrade, engagement effectiveness, and offers unparalleled deployment flexibility across platforms and in any external environment.